Has there ever been a time in your life where someone went above and beyond for you? Today, we're going to talk about how a party starter does more than what is asked of them. So let's get this party started. One time in college, I was in a very busy season. I had overcommitted to many activities. I had felt pretty stretched. I was so busy that I was not even being able to take care of some of my fundamental needs. Like I wasn't eating, I wasn't sleeping, I was barely showering. But my roommates at the time had noticed this. Instead of letting me continue on without those needs being met, they started to step in. They started making me dinners, they started bringing me lunch, doing my laundry, and they were folding it too. I would come home and my room would be a huge mess, and then once I would leave and come back, it would be clean again. And so they would go above and beyond to care for me. And so with our continued series of starting the party, we're going to talk about how party starters do more than they are asked. They go above and beyond what is required. Jesus is a prime example of what it means to go above and beyond. Everything about Jesus' life, his ministry, death, and resurrection was about going the extra mile for the people he loved. Romans 5:8 says God demonstrated his own love for us in this. While we were still sinners, Christ died for us. While we were still in the middle of our mess, Jesus went the extra mile. But not only did he go the extra mile, but what he did for us, he went a step further by calling us to follow his lead, and we do the same for others. When we go the extra mile for others, we got to show people what God is like. In Matthew, there's a story where Jesus is talking to these people about Roman soldiers. During that time, there was a practice what basically said a Roman soldier could demand anyone to carry their belongings, meaning all of their stuff, all of their heavy armor, all of their gear, and carry it for a full mile with no questions asked. Isn't that crazy? You'd probably expect Jesus to say something like, you don't have to listen to them, or don't help those soldiers do anything. But instead, take a look at what Jesus said in Matthew. He says, if anyone forces you to go 1 mile, go with him 2 miles. Say what? 2 miles? Jesus is encouraging us to go above and beyond. Think of it this way. A party starter does more than what it's asked of them. And listen, I get it. Sometimes doing more than what's asked of me isn't easy. And if we're honest with ourselves, sometimes it's just easier to do the bare minimum. Sometimes we do this because we're honestly just tired. Sometimes the extra effort doesn't seem like it would have any benefit. Sometimes our bare minimum is the result of fear. Sometimes it's the result of lack of motivation. But if we want to be party starters, then we need to be people that go the extra mile. So my challenge to you is, how can you go the extra mile this week? In what ways can you serve others, those around you, your friends, family, communities that go beyond what is asked of us? Going the extra mile is going to look a little different for all of us, but you can do it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.